Animal Show.
That's right. On behalf of the Bush Family Ownership Group, we want to thank you very much for choosing to spend part of your day with us, meeting some of our animal friends.
Did you know we currently have over 900 animals? They represent the over 50 species of animals that call Grant's Farm home, and the Deer Park alone houses 14 of those species.
And what a better place to showcase them than here in St. Louis on this beautiful 281-acre property. Grant's Farms opened its doors back all the way in 1954 after a suggestion by Lil Musial, who happens to be the wife of Baseball Hall of Famer St. Louis Cardinals legend Stan Musial. On a visit to the grounds, Lil suggested to August Bush Jr. that he should open his farm to the entire world so that everyone could come and love his animals as much as he did.
So today we thought we'd present some of those animals that have been adored by Mr. Bush, the current Bush Family Ownership Group, and the many guests like yourselves who visit Grant's Farm every year. So guys, to kick off our show, I want to see if you can guess our first animal. He has a reputation for rolling in the mud and being dirty all the time. Any ideas?
You all are very smart. Help us welcome our kunekune pig, Bernard.
So pigs do have a pretty bad reputation for being dirty, but many people don't know they're actually one of the cleanest animals in the world. Rolling around in that mud actually serves a purpose. It protects their skin from bugs, the sun, and since pigs don't sweat, they use the mud to keep themselves nice and cool. They have a really strong sense of smell since their eyesight isn't the best. One of the most common jobs on a farm a pig uses that strong nose for is seeking mushrooms, especially truffles like Bernard just showed us. They can actually identify those truffles from as deep as 3 feet under the ground. And their nose is very interesting. It's flat with 2 large round discs of cartilage at the end of it. And that really helps them root around in the dirt. We found those truffles so fast, let's give it a hand.
Such a smart pig. Now, while Bernard did get that reputation of being very muddy and dirty, the next animal that we'll be introducing you to actually is very handsome. They're known for pulling carriages, for driving cattle on cattle drives. Ooh, and here's a big one. They happen to be the #1 form of transportation for any good cowboy. What am I talking about? You're so smart.
That's right, everybody. This is Rebel, our mini horse.
Hello, Rebel. Now, horses are amazing farm animals. They're able to understand visual, verbal, as well as physical commands, and they're able to perform numerous foot maneuvering activities like the ones that Rebel will be showing you right now. They're also incredibly strong animals, which makes them amazing jumpers. You may have been through our Barnhof stables where we have a picture of a horse and a banner that read Miss Budweiser. Miss Budweiser was a show-jumping horse acquired by the Bush family back in the 1950s for a woman named Carol Durand. Carol Durand was a show rider who intended to ride Miss Budweiser in the Olympic trials for a chance to compete in the Helsinki Olympics back in '52. Unfortunately, back in those days, women were not allowed to compete in show jumping. Boo. But unfortunately, the reins had to be handed over to the captain of the show jumping team. Fortunately, Miss Budweiser did place 12th in the Olympics that year and brought home the bronze medal as well as the very first ever team medal for the United States in any Olympics. Now, we will pause our story right here because Rebel happens to be our resident ladies' man. So, we're going to see if he'll give Marin a little kiss on the cheek.
Can I have a kiss? Aww.
Such a sweetheart. Now, back to Miss Budweiser. After the Olympics, Miss Budweiser came right back here to Grant's Farm and did continue to compete in Midwest jumping competitions until she retired, and then back in 2009 she was inducted into the Show Jumper Hall of Fame. The Bush family still has a great fondness for horses, and we do encourage you to visit some more of our horses before you leave the farm today. Perhaps even some of our world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales.
Everyone give it up for Rebel.
Some fancy footwork.
Yeah, very fancy. So Dalton, did you know that one of the most popular animals here at Grant's Farm is also one of the first and oldest domesticated of all animals?
Really? That's pretty cool. I had no idea.
Yeah, it is cool, but you do know who I'm talking about, right?
No. Am I supposed to?
Think about it.
No. Okay, I do know who we're talking about, and she will love to meet everyone.
All right. So guys, our next animal is partly responsible for all the milk produced here at Grant's Farm. Any ideas? It's not a cow. They put everything in their mouths. They eat everything. That's right. Everyone please give it up for our Grant's Farm goat.
Everybody say hi, Floof.
This is Floof. She's a Nigerian dwarf goat. We currently have 3 breeds of goats here at Grant's Farm. They make up our over 300 goat herd. We have the Nigerian dwarf goats like Floof, the sable fawnans, and the African boars. Many people think goats are grazers, but that's not true. They're actually natural browsers. This means they often eat with their heads up, reaching for things like leaves or twigs. It also means they prefer bushes and weeds over fresh grass. So if you are hoping to get a goat to mow your lawn, just remember this: goats make great weed eaters, but not good lawn mowers. Historically, though, they have been used for many things on a farm, fur and milk being 2 of the most important things. Here at Grant's Farm, goat's milk makes up about 3/4 of our milk production. The other quarter comes from our dairy cattle. And she has taken her time today. I think she's been hanging out with our tortoises. Goats are nimble, capable of complex communication, and can form very strong bonds. And as we may see from Floof, a little wet, we'll see. There we go. She deems it safe for herself, then we'll let her do it. So, great balance and agility, yes. And they have specialized hooves that allow them to climb up on objects and really explore that world around them. And in fact, the goat is actually the only roughage-eating animal that has the capability to climb a tree. Just like that. If you haven't already, might I suggest visiting our goat grain and bottle feeding yards located at the top of the tier garden. Just up there. I know feeding adults, and especially the baby goats, always brightens my day.
There we go.
Good job, Floof. Everyone give it up for Floof. She did so good.
Star of the show. All right. Hey, Marin, I bet you could not possibly guess what our next animal will be.
I think I can.
All right, fine. Well, this is a type of cattle that is actually very, very coveted for its milk.
Oh my goodness. Is it a cow? Is it that Jersey cow over there?
It is the Jersey cow. All right, everybody help us welcome Emma Lou, our Jersey cow. Now, it is very, very muddy today, so we will be allowing Emma to hang out in her paddock because she will get a little slippy and slidey with her muddy hooves all over the stage, but for her safety, we'll let her hang out in there. Now, Jersey cows are, like I mentioned, a cow that is incredibly coveted for their milk. They started being bred back in the British Isles back in the 1700s. They're actually one of the smallest breed of cattle. They only get to about between 700 and 900 pounds for the females, and a bull may get up to about 1,300 pounds. Now, one of the reasons that they're so important for that milk is because the milk that they produce actually has a very high butterfat content. It actually gives it sort of a yellowish color, and it makes it one of the most expensive, hard-to-get types of milk in the entire world. Now, we do encourage, if you'd like to meet some more of our animals like Emma Lou, to check out some of the behind-the-scenes exclusive tours where you can meet a lot of animals just like Emma Lou. Maybe even Emma Lou herself one day.
You can even see her mom up there doing milk demonstration.
That's right. You can go see her mom up at the milk demonstrations. I believe we have another one today at 3 p.m. So you can see her mom right there. Let's give it up for Emma Lou.
Okay, guys, I do believe it is time for a recap, but I'm going to need your help. What did we talk about first? What did we start with? The pig, and then the horse. And what kind of horse was he? A mini horse. And then after that? our goat Floof, and then we talked about the cow. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that covers all our animals, though.
Wait, hold on. I've got a bad feeling that we're forgetting about one. Is there an animal on stage that we're forgetting about?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, it's not a small animal show at Grant's Farm without mentioning one of our most beautiful and well-known species, the macaws. I'm gonna grab Lou. Step up. This is Lou. He is a scarlet macaw. Everyone say hi, Lou. Hi, Lou. Lou's gonna show you how great he is with his feet and beak while Dalton tells you a little bit more about him and his friends.
That's right. Now, macaws have called Grant's Farm home ever since the 1980s. With their vibrant colors, their very loud squawks, and their many amazing talents as they'll show you, they are a very hard animal to miss. The Bush family fell in love with macaws back in the 1980s when, oh, great job, already got it all the way up there. The Bush family fell in love with these birds in St. Petersburg, Florida, back in the 80s, where the St. Louis Cardinals would hold their spring training. Gussie fell so in love with these birds that he brought 12 talking and talent-performing macaws right back here to Grant's Farm. He would use a lot of the same birds to open up Busch Gardens in Tampa, Florida, and you can still see many of the exact same birds there today. Now, as they're demonstrating for you right now, they have incredible anatomy. As Indigo is demonstrating so well, they have that incredible foot structure. They have 2 toes that face forward and 2 that face backwards. And that helps them when they're climbing up and down vines, across their perches, or even swimming. It's surprising to find out that these birds are pretty good swimmers. Now, as he's enjoying his treat right there, we can talk about his iconic long curved beak. Now, macaws' beaks are made of the same material as our fingernails. It's a protein called keratin, and just like our fingernails, their beaks will continue to grow throughout their life, and they'll have to grind them down on hard surfaces like their trees, perches, even hard nuts that they're eating. Now, while these birds are very, very beautiful and talented, and they can be affectionate with their owners, they're also very, very stubborn, incredibly hard to train, loud, as we've mentioned several times, and they can live well into their 70s, which does not make them the ideal pet for everyone, and we highly encourage doing lots of research before you go out and buy one of these birds.
So like our beautiful showbirds though, August Bush Jr. or Gussie was an incredible showman. Many of you may remember seeing him in his big red St. Louis Cardinals cowboy hat riding on top of the hitch opening day at Busch Stadium, or you may have seen him here walking the grounds at Grant's Farm. He really loved nothing more than to share in his guests' education and interaction with all his favorite animals.
August Bush Jr. always said that making friends is our business. So, again, we're really glad that you chose to spend part of your day with us meeting some of our animal friends today.
And we highly encourage you to please go to our website where you can sign up for some amazing animal interactions, as we've already talked about, including a guided behind-the-scenes tour.
Now, before you leave our amphitheater today, we do ask, just for the safety of our animals and the beauty of the farm, to make sure that you haven't forgotten any of your belongings, any trash that you might have used, or any of your children, unless they'd like to help us scoop some yak poop.
Have a great rest of the day at the farm, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Stay dry.